So my first question is, how did you guys first find out about YPC?
Well, it was me actually. I was just searching on the internet because I obviously thought, because we had a couple of properties already, and I just wanted to know which is the best way to manage it. So I found Brett's website, and then I arranged spoke to Dean to come up here with my brother and my father at the time, and to have a meeting and see you in person, see how your organisation and how you work from there. And that's how we started off, really.
Great. And did you guys look at any other sort of similar companies while you were thinking about it?
Your side, isn't it?
Not really. Once I started reading a lot of Brett's blogs, then I realised that what he was talking was a lot of sense. So I didn't really look anywhere else. And once I did that, I thought the best thing for us to do is come and meet you people.
And do you guys all sort of buy as a family or as individuals?
Buy as a family.
Yeah.
That's great. That's really nice. And so whereabouts do you come from?
Gloucester.
From Gloucester, so you travel down here to
Yeah.
here. That's great. Okay. So you haven't looked at any other companies. Would you say what made it you confident to work with us sort of right away off the bat?
I think meeting you, to be honest, it reassured me, because my father's from the old generation, you see, and I like to involve my father because he's quite wise, for his age. And I said, well, let's meet him and come down here and see what they discuss. And we had a meeting with Simon, wasn't it? I think.
Yeah.
Simon initially next door, and basically he was explaining how, because to be honest, we didn't know how to go about it. Although we bought properties, the simple way. We obviously want to get slightly bigger, but knowing the right procedures to going ahead with this, it was quite important really. And we was going to try and do a property up and turn into flats ourselves. So we had quite a bit of money to the side, and we wanted to know the best way of using it for buying property, and that's why we come up.
So why did you want to get into property investing? You were obviously investing beforehand.
We both got pensions, and they've been rubbish, haven't they, really?
Yeah, they just weren't performing really, and so we decided that we can't sit back and just hopefully let pensions come round. So we thought if we don't take action now, obviously as time progresses, we will be able to secure our financial future. Really, that's the idea of it.
Great, excellent. So just a couple of questions about more specific services that we have. First off, how do you feel about the property that we source? You guys have bought through us. Have you found you've been happy with the properties that you bought?
Yeah, certainly. The one in
Lincoln went very quickly.
Yeah, very quickly, and I was really pleased with that because within the speed process was incredible. From actually saying we'll go with it to actually having it rented was almost 2 months, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So we was chuffed. One in Warrington is a little bit slow, but to be honest, we weren't too worried about that. So
I think what it was, he said because Lincoln went so well.
Yeah.
You expect everything else to go so well, don't you? So when Warrington is dragging on a little bit, it's almost completed now, which is great news, and we can move on to our next adventure.
Great. And so your property consultant is Dean, you said?
Yes.
How do you find sort of your relationship with Dean?
Very friendly and very warm, actually. I think all your staff are lovely people, actually. Every time we come down there, it's almost like, you're meeting friends. So it's a charming way to be.
Well, we've been here 3 times now.
Yeah.
We've only 5 months.
Yeah.
That's great. So just sort of basically, first off, no, we'll do it this way. To summarise your experience with YPC and sort of buying the property, getting it let out, all the processes, how would you summarise your overall experience with us?
Very good.
Yeah, it's an education, and obviously we've got to learn a lot more yet about the processes, and and I know Simon said after you get some properties you go through systems, so which we've got to learn. But other than that, it's been a really good eye opener, and it's the way we really want to go, isn't it?
Yeah.
So,
I think another thing is a lot of it is trust, isn't it? I mean, when you're parting with a lot of money to which you don't know the people, the hardest thing I think for your side of it is for us to trust you, and I think that's very important. Because on the second property especially, I mean, we had to part with 20,000, and not knowing you too well, it's very difficult. And you think, God, I hope nothing goes wrong, but no, and once you initially get past that, it's you know, it's great.
And it does help to come meet you, really.
Yeah.
It does help.
Yeah, not
Because we, it's like walking into an office now, everybody's here, they come back next week, everybody's gone. You can imagine what that was still like.
Oh, that's
That'd be a
scary.
nightmare, wouldn't it? Yeah, absolute nightmare.
So compared to investing before you met us to now, when you've sort of started to work with us, you see us all the time, how would you compare the two experiences? What would be the
You're
big
far more
contrast?
professional. You are very, very professional. How you handle everything.
Yeah.
Which
It's a phone call away, and that's
yeah.
so important. You know, people aren't dodging the phone calls. You know, it's nice that you know as soon as you ring, someone's going to pick up the phone. So it's you know, reassuring, really.
yeah.
That's great. Well, thank you so much for your time.
No problem.
Oh, you're
Thank you.
welcome.